This is We Told You So, episode 81, Inauguration Day. While I was one of those people who saw the legal ramifications and the possibilities leading up to this point, I never expected anything big to happen. Because unfortunately, the moderate Democrats and the Republicans have no spine. And Merrick Garland turned out to be as useless as a neutered squirrel. So now we enter into the dark ages of fascism. But let's look at what happened during the inauguration and just what we can really expect after we see through the lies. During his inauguration, Donald Trump made several key statements that are just flat out wrong. Of course, you wouldn't expect any different. He constantly railed against the U.S. decline, making it sound like we were all trading handjobs in the street for cartons of eggs. But of course he said, "My recent election is a mandate to completely and totally reverse a horrible betrayal." Oh wait, hold on a second. Remember I said we were going to continue to point out bullshit every chance we get. You got less than 50% of the popular vote. You won the election by 1.5%, the closest in modern history. You have no fucking mandate. It's not even that the majority of the country likes you. It's that millions of people decided to stay home because they fell for your misinformation. Every step of this process, we're going to need to take his ego down a few thousand pegs. But again, what is this American decline he's talking about? When he left office, we were headed for a recession. He left office with fewer jobs than he started with. And his economy was declining before COVID. Joe Biden not only avoided that recession when he got into office, but we currently have the strongest economy in the G7. You call that a horrible economy? No, because in 2 days, Donald Trump is going to suddenly claim we have the greatest economy on earth, and it's all because of him in the last 24 hours. And his cult's going to eat up every little crumb. He also said the golden age of America begins right now. We will flourish and be respected again. You know, like we were last time he was in office and the entire UN laughed at him. Very simply put, I will put America first. That's why he's renaming the Gulf of Mexico and imposing tariffs and raising prices. Because he believes in America first. He also pledged to declare a national energy emergency. "We will drill, baby, drill," he said. Meanwhile, under Joe Biden, we've actually been drilling more oil than we were under Trump. We are also more energy independent than we were under Trump. So Biden is producing more oil than Trump ever was, yet he once again lies and says he's going to just drill, baby, drill. Just because it makes the fossil fuel companies happy and give him money. Oh, he also blatantly just threatened war with Panama. So, you know, there is that. He says that apparently crime will cease the second he's sworn in, saying that for the past 4 years, the crime has been so horrible you can't even cross the street without getting mugged or killed. Meanwhile, in Sanityville, violent crime in the United States has been declining for over a decade. When Joe Biden was in office in 2023, the murder rate dropped by 11.6%, the largest single-year decline in 20 years. And in the first quarter of 2024, homicides decreased by over a quarter. One of the factors that led to this was a stronger economy. But nope, Trump apparently thinks none of us have 2 pennies to rub together. So to fix this problem, he's going to enforce a bunch of tariffs and kick a whole bunch of workers out of our country, which is going to spike our inflation, spike our prices, and spike our unemployment. Remember, this is a guy who bankrupted multiple casinos, and he's telling you he's going to make you rich by taking away your money. Trump claimed that everything went downhill the second he left office, much like he said that if Biden got elected, the stock market was going to crash, but all it's done is go up the entire time, hitting record highs. Biden having back-to-back record job reports. Our GDP going higher than it was under Trump. Our economy has been strong under Joe Biden. The only reason the idiot MAGA cult think that it's terrible is because Trump keeps telling them 1,000 times. Just like when he inherited Obama's great economy, saying it was the worst ever, 2 weeks into his administration he said the economy was great, he's going to do the exact same thing. In like 2 weeks, he's going to suddenly claim that because he's president now, our economy's wonderful. Even though it will not have changed in that 2 weeks from what it was under Biden. Because when other people have good stuff, he says it's terrible. Then when he takes it, it's suddenly amazing. This is how a narcissist works. And I'm still surprised so many people are licking the boots of a man that fucking dumb. And of course, Trump promises that now that he's in power, the economy will become fantastic. And as I've stated, his economic plans of mass deportations and tariffs are actually going to drive us into the ground. Every single fucking economist for months has been saying that his plan is going to spike unemployment, spike inflation, and raise prices. Donald Trump is going to take, literally, under Biden, one of the strongest economies in the world, and he's going to fucking destroy it. While at that same time claiming in his inauguration speech that he's going to return freedom and wealth to the American people. Which I would love to see him pull that out of his ass when he's planning on raising all of our taxes and giving massive tax cuts to billionaires. He is actually going to drive many of us into the fucking poorhouse. Every single thing this man said in his inaugural address was a fucking lie, just like in 2017. And after they all celebrate his inauguration today, tomorrow Donald Trump and his border czar are going to start immigration raids. Going around with military personnel storming into people's houses, kicking people into the streets, and deporting them, or at least putting them into temporary camps for deportation. This is what America apparently voted for. To lose their money, lose their benefits, lose their job, lose their house, lose their livelihood, possibly lose their lives, and for millions of people to be either thrown into the streets, locked up, or deported. And the sad part is, while many of the MAGA are totally behind all of that, they are not going to be excluded. Millions of Latinos voted for Trump, and they are going to find themselves getting deported. Millions of women voted for Trump who are soon going to find that they're not allowed to leave their house without their husband's permission. And all we can do is hope that even a shred of the brain-dead MAGA finally wake up when, instead of being millionaires like they were promised again, the con man takes all their money, takes away all their benefits, takes away their job, and tells them America is now great. Because he and his friends have all the money, and fuck you. And all because the American people are gullible and stupid, and they thought having a dementia-riddled moron at the helm was better than voting for a black woman. You deserve literally everything that's coming to you. This has been We Told You So. I'm not drunk enough. I'm gonna go fix that.